One of the worst feelings I think is realizing that your friends aren't as close or aren't as close anymore than you used to be. I've been out of high school for 2 years and I've like slowly came to the realization that these people aren't really my friends. They were people I was forced to be around them during school. You know, growing up in a small town and in a small school is like you can't avoid people. Like once you've become a friend for a long time, you're kind of expected to stay friends because like it's awkward seeing these people like you end a friendship and then you see them in school and it's just like damn, what happened to us? And after getting into high school, I've kind of realized that these people weren't really there for me. Like I had a couple friends like I told stuff to, like personal things, but there's a whole bunch of these people in the group that I've never really actually sat down and like had conversations with that like a real friend should have. And like they're like I don't blame them because they're all more social than me. I was always more reserved, socially anxious, not putting myself out there because I was too scared to be judged, fear of being judged. And these people, they're way more social. They're like they put themselves out there. And you know, we've just grown apart over these past few years. I didn't have any aspiration to further my education. I didn't want to go to college. All these other people, they went to college. They're all and still in school. I'm working because I was just never into the school thing. There's always just something I never wanted to do. I had other plans. I don't know. It's just like I've really these past few months I've really sat down like damn, these people I went to school with in like third grade to 12th are not really my friends. Like back then I would consider them my best friends, but now I would consider them like some of them maybe still friends. Like there's a few of them that I would still be down to kick it with today, but there's a majority of them I would not go out of my way to see these people because they don't really know me. They know the facade I put up at school. Like they know the person on the game, they don't know the real me. And like after getting out of high school, you really realize that the people who are actually your friends, they'll make an effort to be your friend. If they don't really care if you're in their life no more, they won't. And like it's not their fault obviously, and like it's on my blame too because you know I obviously didn't go out of my way to constantly talk to them. But you know, like when you're sitting there late at night, you know, I got nothing to do, you see people on their stories, they're out doing stuff, and like this is a common occurrence. I would see this group of friends hanging out and like I didn't even get like no text like, do you want to hang out, you want to come chill with us? And like obviously that it's like heartbreaking, but because these are the people I grew up with, they watched me change, I watched them change. Like we grew up together playing Xbox, we went through middle school together, you know, went through COVID together. These are the people I was on the game with every single day playing, you know, Fortnite, Call of Duty with during the lockdown. And but they really just they don't know me, and like I necessarily don't know them. All these friends I've never sat down and like actively had a good conversation with. There's a few of them that like who really know me, who I would still consider somewhat friends. Just they're really busy. I'm busy, so they can't really kick it like we used to. But you know, it's up, and I guess that's just growing up, and it's part of life that people grow apart. But you know, you really don't want to believe that until it happens to you. Like, nah, that's never gonna happen to us. These are the people I thought I was gonna like be lifelong friends with. Like we were gonna be, you know, old as hell, doing the same crap, just chilling, joking around, messing around, getting nothing done. But there's like one friend that I really like what really made me come to the realization, and like this dude was my best like out of every group, this is the dude I always was hanging out with, I was always on the game with. Like we got along so well, we were very alike. And now he's too busy to ever do anything, never really hits me up. So you know, after he stopped putting in a lot of effort, you know, I kind of just fizzled out, and I was just like, damn, this dude wasn't really a good friend. And I kind of knew he wasn't the best friend always because like he always put other stuff above me when I would go out of my way to, you know, put him above other things. And like this dude is I'm giving him a name. Let's call him Joe. So Joe, he was always the dude like I wanted to hang out with. He was like I thought it was super funny. He was the most like me. We had so many common interests, but now like I don't this dude he's got a girlfriend, and like I didn't even know for the longest time. One of our mutual friends told me about it like not too long ago, and I was like, damn, he didn't even let me know. And like they've been together for almost a year now. Like I thought this dude considered me his like closest friend because like we've talked about so much stuff like mental health and like just personal struggles, and this dude couldn't even let me know that like he found you know a significant other. And I was just like, damn, I really did not know this dude. And like this is the same dude like that introduced me to a lot of like my online friends. And like that's a whole other topic. On my online friends is we've also drifted completely apart. Like I people I used to sit in like, calls with all day long. I like a monthly text is like the most interaction I have with these people. And like you know, being a socially anxious person and like awkward, it's really hard for me to, be the first one to like say something, like hit them up and stuff. But like I always try to put the effort into that, but they can't give me the same. And being out of high school has really shown me that I was a floater friend. You don't know what a floater friend is? Basically, a placeholder. It's the person you invite if like one of your other friends can't come and you need another person. And like I've been thinking about it on like I've been sitting on this topic for a long time. Like, damn, I really was the floater friend. If like one of mutual friends couldn't come, they would hit me up just to have another person there to add on to the group. And like I'm not saying I add much to the group because I'm a quiet person, but like if like I'm comfortable around you and we're good friends, I can, we can chat it up, we can shoot the shit all day long. Like I can talk somebody's ear off if I'm comfortable around them. But I guess that's just growing up, and like I always heard this, like people like adults telling you like your school friends, you're usually not gonna be friends with them your whole life. You're gonna fizzle out, you're gonna fade out of each other's lives, and this really came true. And like I was young, I was like these stupid, they're old heads, like stupid old heads don't even know, they don't know nothing, but they really predicted it for me. Like Joe, said friend, he's the dude who like introduced me into like weed, drugs, like all that kind of stuff. And like we used to smoke every day, hang out, chill. But now I think it's been almost like a month until like since I've had an actual conversation with him, other than like his birthday came up, I sent him happy birthday because I've known this dude since third grade. It's kind of just like something I always did, is send him a happy birthday text, 12 o'clock. As soon as it turns his birthday, I always sent it. But it's just really sad looking back on it, because like I really thought these people saw me the way I saw them. These people were like my ride or dies. I would do anything for these people, and they just won't do the same for me. And that's like I'm not gonna get too upset about it, because I mean life happens. People get busy, you move on, you go on to do other things. Just I didn't think it would happen to me.